Hello, this is Julie Musial, founder of Musial Marketing. Today I want to talk to you about how to name your business and how to buy a domain name. So what I want to talk to you about is in the beginning, when you think about your name, don't go into it lightly. You want to think long and hard about your name. Spend the time on really picking out a name that tells the world what you do in some way, shape, or form. If you choose a name and then you try to change it later on, a year or two down the road, it's difficult to do that. It certainly can be done. I did it. I did it about a year into my business, and it's a lot of work because not only do you have to rebuy a domain name, but then you have to point it to the new one. You have to change all of your marketing. You have to change everything. So think long and hard. And you also want to think about the search engines, because if you start branding your business with the search engines and you change it, that could cause you some lost ranking in the search engines. So think about, what is it you do? Think about keywords. Do some keyword research and really think. Now mine is Musial Marketing, so I used my name and I used marketing, because what I do, what my company does, is everything we do really involves marketing. We do social media, internet marketing, digital media marketing. It's all about marketing, and that's a great keyword for me. So Musial Marketing was my name, and I went with .com because if you're a business, .coms are the #1 place people look. So you want to try to get a .com. So think about what your name is, and then you want to go to some sites. For example, you can go to GoDaddy here. You can go to, this one's Host Monster. There's also HostGator. There's a lot of different places that you can buy a domain from, and you can also host your website there. So let's take a look at GoDaddy. Now let's say I'm going to start my search here. So I'm going to click on, and let's say I want luckydog.com. So I'm going to put that in the box and I'm going to click go. And you're going to see here it says, sorry, luckydog.com is already taken. That's a bummer. But you could buy luckydog.net for $1,500. Now, I'm not going to pay that, but you might want to. If that's a name that you really, really want, you might want to pay $1,500. But otherwise, keep looking. So, for example, you could go for, they'll give you some other ideas. Say luckydogmedia.org right here is available. luckydogmedia.net. But let's try a different one. Let's try, I'm going to put in luckycats.com and see if that one's available. So you kind of want to keep playing with it. So luckycats.com is available. It's $3,000. I'm not going to pay $3,000, but you may want to. So I'm going to keep shopping. So let's say I want lucky-cats.org. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a dash. They've got luckystudents.com, luckydots.co. Let's say I do want lucky-cats.org. What I do is I just add it to my cart. I buy it. It's registered to me. I now own that domain name for $9.99 for a year. No one else in the world can buy that domain name because now I own it. You have to re-up it after a year, but you've now got it. And a lot of people will buy different domain names because they don't want other people buying those names. And that's a lot of times how some of these expensive ones get to be, say, $22.95, as people will buy them. So buy your name, follow through, get your domain name. Once you have your domain name, then you want to get hosting. What hosting is, they will host your actual website. So get your domain name. I'll talk about hosting in the next video. And then you want to get, and I highly suggest WordPress.org, because it is so easy to start a business on WordPress.org. It's so easy to put plugins. There's so much information on the internet about it. You can put a great blog on there. It's everything in one. So I'll talk to you about that on future videos. If you have any questions, please let me know at support@musialmarketing.com. Connect with me on any one of my social media platforms, such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it, or simply email me at julie@musialmarketing.com. I hope to see you soon. I hope that was very valuable for you. Thanks so much for coming.